good, D? Honey. I can make the speakers not blow a cushion and trap. 40 the Glock, got me spinning the block. Got a little new block. Eliminate the ops, spread it like a million watts. This the land of the gods. I can make the speakers not blow a cushion and trap. 40 the Glock, got me spinning the block. Got a little new block. Eliminate the ops, spread it like a million watts. This the land of the gods. I got the speakers knocking. We know the feds is watching. Trying to get a nigga locked in. The industry is looking toxic. On the block with no worries. He a shooter like he Curry. Disrespect, I did him dirty. Did him flying out the Jersey. Every time I'm in the booth, I give it my all. Aligning myself with the truth. I'm blessing the ball. Big coupe with no roof. 100. Will, whoa. Perk, smoking perk. Blast off. Universe. 100. Smoking perk. Connected to earth. Blast off. Universe. Whoa. We don't throw fades. Big Guapo got an AK. Don't hesitate to let it spray. My niggas don't play. Ooh, niggas can't fuck with me. Woo! I can make the speakers not. Blowing cushion the trap. 40 the Glock. Got me spinning the block. Got a little new block. Okay. The ops. Okay, Big Jason. Like this shit up. I'm gonna share this track soon. Cushion the trap. 40 the Glock. Got me spinning the block. Got a little new block. Eliminate the ops. We about to go in tonight. It's the land of the gods, nigga. Nigga said 40 the Glock. Got me spinning the block. Stay ready, never get ready. Peace, family. Peace, love, and abundance, family. Stay ready, you never gotta get ready, family. Stay dangerous out there in the streets, family. Yo, we about to go in tonight, man. We're gonna cover a lot of topics tonight. Okay, like you can see the title, family. Okay, y'all see the title, right? Saturday night Spiritual Ascension live. So on this live, this is a live that's gonna feed the spirit. Okay, I don't know what these other content creators is doing, but this live right here is definitely meant to heighten you spiritually, family. All right, tap more into your etheric body. Okay, this live right here it has the potential, if you listen to it and follow suit, heal the aura. You heard? So boom, let's get it, family. While I'm getting this ready, I'm gonna play one more track, man. While I'm getting this ready, all right. I'm about to share my screen. We're going in, man. We're going in tonight. We're gonna cover a lot of topics, okay? We're gonna cover a lot of things tonight, y'all. Like the video up, yo. I'm gonna share the link to this live in a minute too, if anybody wants to pop up. You feel me? Spiritual contract, completely activated. This that God body rap, black melanated. I'm arrived with my eyes, cause I gotta make it. I see the signs in these times. We don't shake the matrix. Colorful crystals. Yeah, I don't talk about gang stalking all the time, bro. Once in a while I talk about it, but I don't be on that shit like these other niggas, man. Niggas say they righteous, but they transferring genes. You in public raging, nigga. I rage with the pen. Frequencies, energies change with the wind. Climax, niggas start connect, bring it right back. Street philosophy is politicking, we be pushing that. Essence to hustlers over here is where you get it at. These other niggas is pussy, kitty cat, aquafeed and flow, potent and body rolling, deep browsing the always. Rolling metal with the cool boy pedal. Supernova audio, your boy spit sun rays. Overloaded hustle stars, futuristic wordplay. Who else saying shit like that, nigga? Ain't nobody else saying no shit like that, family. Alright, let's get into it, man. Let's get into this knowledge, man. Alright, I want y'all to share your thoughts, share how you feel on some of these topics, because like I said, we're gonna talk about a lot of topics tonight. Alright, family. I want you guys to share, interact, man. Comment in the live section, and like I said, I will share the link to the live video in a minute. If anybody wants to get on here and hop on and connect with Judah, you feel me, and just build on to the topics that we talking about tonight. All right, first topic. Okay, first topic. Let's listen. Let's listen. All right, let's listen to this. All right. All right. All right, hold on.
And that's not to mention what else they put in it.
Okay, hold on. Let me start it right here, family. Hold up.
Processed meat, Bobby, is a scary thing. And that's not to mention what else they put in it to preserve it. They actually put a color fixer chemical in the processed meat to turn it red so that you'll buy it.
So it's not just naturally red because it came from the inside of a cow. They're putting colored dye in.
It's not dye. It's a chemical that is a preservative and a color fixer, and it turns the meat red. Otherwise, the meat would look putrid gray.
Americans want quick, cheap, convenient food, and if you look at the ingredients list on something like this, it's actually kind of scary. It starts off with high fructose corn syrup, and then the bologna is made from mechanically separated chicken and pork and corn syrup and modified food starch.
So chicken, pork, and syrup.
Yeah.
I'm hungry too, Dave. Let's grab a burger.
If you go buy a piece of processed meat, like sandwich meat, for example, at the grocery store, it may have been on that shelf for 3 or 4 weeks. It should be gray. People wouldn't buy it. They'd be sickened by it. So they use a chemical called sodium nitrite or sodium nitrate. This chemical, the USDA tried to ban this chemical in the 1970s. They were unsuccessful because of food industry lobbyists. It's still legal, and by the way, it causes cancer. It is such a powerful carcinogenic chemical that it belongs to a class of chemicals called nitrosamines that lab researchers actually inject into mice when they want to give them cancer so they can study the cancer.
Well, what's the name of this?
Sodium nitrite or sodium nitrate. It's listed right on the label, Bobby.
So we can look at lunch meat and we can tell if it's on there or not.
Yeah. So they're eating cancer because it makes the meat look pretty.
You know, when we think about the danger, the food safety danger, because
All right.
If one sick animal gets processed and that meat gets mixed around, then
Okay, family. So with that little quick clip, we can add on to that. All right. Like the dude said, Americans, especially us in America, man, we quick to just be like, damn, I need a quick meal, not really processing what the fuck exactly is in this meal. What is in this meat? All right. What are we eating? All right. And in these times, one must overstand and actually, I gotta say, one must overstand. Okay, this spiritual war that is taking place. Okay, this is a biochemical warfare, family. Okay, this is all about shortening the lifespan of human beings, family. Feeding niggas poisons. The ancestors weren't eating a Big Mac 100 years ago, bro. You feel me? The ancestors weren't eating French fries and shit like that. All right, the ancestors were growing their seed and eating what they could produce. Okay, natural. All right. Like I said, this is a biochemical warfare, family. This is all chemical warfare, and it's designed to calcify your pituitary gland. And it's also, all this shit is set up into play to manipulate you for your spirit or your soul, right? To have you become a fucking bot, have you soulless, listening, a sheep. This is what it is. This is what the food does. What the food does is it punches holes in your aura. And it turns you into a fucking zombie, turns you into a sheep. So you just obey, you obey. Go watch the movie They Lived again, family. This is some real ass shit. This is some real shit, family. This is a biochemical warfare. These people, what do you think Bill Gates is buying up most of the farmland for? I told you guys, this whole food shortage is due to the Bill Gates administration creating. So they can look like the saviors, like, oh shit, there's all this food shortage. Oh damn, we got a solution to this. Okay, we got 3D printed food that's made from materials. All right, it tastes good, it may look good and shit like that. It tastes, but this ain't food. This is chemicals that niggas is eating. You heard? This ain't real food that niggas is eating in these times. They are 3D printing food, family. You think you could go look at some of the 3D printed videos. Yeah, they got guns. They're talking about 3D printing houses and shit, and that's cool. But when it comes to people eating food and shit like that, like they shouldn't be 3D printing food and shit like that out of materials and chemicals. this is not right. All right. But if we dive deeper, we also know about the whole genetically modified program where these people are just growing shit from no seeds. All right. Soulless fruits and vegetables. Okay. Let's keep going, man. We got, like I said, we going to bounce around a lot tonight, man. So just chill, relax. We're going to bounce around. You know, peace to the family. Somebody said it's crazy how they make the stuff that's the most dangerous to us legal, like cigarettes. Exactly. All right. Exactly. Like I told you guys, I damn near got an argument the other day with this lady. I'm outside and shit. I'm fishing. I'm outside fishing. And mind you, weed is legal in New York now. I'm outside fishing, smoking weed and shit like that. This lady come up to me out of nowhere, right? She's like, I think it's very inappropriate that you're smoking weed and there's kids and shit walking by like that. I'm like, yo, listen, you sound crazy as fuck. First of all, them kids is at least 50 feet away walking on the trail. I'm over here by the water by myself. You feel me? So technically you're coming over and I know she was a demon. I know it was a bot. You feel me? Because I was over there just in moving meditation, relaxing, chilling. You feel me? I knew what it was. As soon as she came approach me in that type of energy, I'm like, oh shit, this the program. You feel me? Damn, I'm beating this shit. Now these motherfuckers trying to bring me back now. You feel me? So she came over here saying her little shit and all that. And I'm like, listen, lady, I'm over here minding my business. You actually had to walk all the way out of your way to come over here to say something. You feel me? And I was like, weed is legal. You feel me? You're making it a big problem and shit like that. So, you know, short story short, I just told her to get the fuck out of my face. And if she felt some sort of way, call the police. And that's what you got to do with these bots in these times. You feel me? Like, I was chilling by myself. So, you know, that shit was crazy, man. But we gonna keep going, all right? We gonna keep going, man. And like I said, all this shit is tied into the spiritual warfare. All right? All this is tied into the spiritual warfare, yo. For real. Peace to the family, yo. Do you still Nah, yo, I don't be getting stock like that. I don't. All right, let's go back, yo. Let's keep getting it. Let's keep getting it. And like I said, all this shit is by design, man. This shit is all this shit is to bring the chosen ones back down to their lower self. Let's listen to Mike talk about fake friends. Now listen. Listen to this. Knowledge.
Nobody can hurt you but a friend. You have to be careful of your friend more so the people that you may think is your enemy, who you never had conflict with. Everybody you fight is not your enemy, and everybody that helps you is not your friend. The only person that can hurt me is a friend. You know, nobody can hurt you but a friend. You have to be careful of your friend more so the people that you may think is your enemy, who you never had conflict with. Everybody you fight is not your enemy, and everybody that helps you is not your friend.
You feel me, family? So, you know, like I said, in these times, man, you got these entities that are able to jump bodies, all right, jump into people around you. So you gotta watch the people around you. I've been telling y'all that. You feel me? You see a motherfucker's behavior that you're not agreeing with, and these times you can't play with niggas no more. You feel me? Because it could just be some simple shit. You be riding with a nigga who's not on the same frequency. This nigga could have some mad crazy shit in the car. Y'all get pulled over and you go to jail too. So like I said, this is how the program works too. It could be anything. You feel me? So you gotta watch who you around in these times, man. All right, let's keep going though. Let's keep going. All right, now listen to this. Listen to this. This is
The New
deep.
World Order begins during a time of chaos when the earth and the oceans are tottering. A time like today.
New World Order.
This is
all right?
when the Son of Promise will suddenly arrive on earth.
And that's what you
Apollo
have now.
incarnate.
Okay, like I said, that's what you
Born
have
of the
now.
new breed of men sent down from heaven when heroes and gods are blended together. This sounds eerily similar to what the Watchers did during the creation of Genesis 6 giants, doesn't it? And why many believe that
I'll talk about that in a minute,
Antichrist
though.
also
As soon as this
represents the
video is
return
done, or as
of
soon
the
as this
Nephilim. But to understand
little audio is
why
done, I'll talk
such
about
a
that. I'll tell y'all the truth
fanciful
about that
prophecy
too.
Apollo,
Straight
son
up.
of Jupiter, returning to Earth should be important to you. In ancient literature, Jupiter was the Roman replacement of Yahweh. As the greatest of the gods, he was a counter Yahweh. His son Apollo is a replacement of Jesus. The New World Order begins.
That shit deep.
Chaos.
That shit deep. You feel me? It's shit deep, bro. Think about the earth right now. Shit is chaotic. This is how these motherfuckers kick their plan into play. All right, they got to create some type of uproar within the people. All right, the whole Black Lives Matter shit. That shit was that was a situation put into place by the New World Order people. Okay, to just stir the pot, create negative energy out here. And look how people's moving around out here. I'm seeing some trend now on YouTube where these YouTubers is going to supposedly the most racist city in America, right? And they're going there with signs and shit. And it's just stirring up the pot. It's negativity. Okay, it's negativity, family. All right, it's negativity. I know some of y'all seen this, but I didn't really talk on the Kevin Samuel situation. But straight up with the Kevin Samuel situation, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Kevin Samuels was, I'm not gonna say speaking against a certain people, but he says certain things in a negative light towards a race of people who he is from, like who he comes from. You feel me? Regardless of your status of money, because some of these niggas get money and they look down on people who have less money, and that's not how you're supposed to be with a person, you know, being a person with money. All right, just because you're fortunate in the universe and shit has blessed you with money, you feel me? Doesn't mean that you look down on somebody. So I feel like Kevin Samuels was just looking down on certain people, and it didn't do him good. All right, and I truly feel like Kevin Samuels was poisoned. All right, that's what happened, because if you dig deep into the situation with Kevin Samuels, all right, not a lot of people are saying this either. Ain't nobody saying this. But if we look at the situation with Kevin Samuels, supposedly he went on a date with some girl the night he got killed. All right, so shit, I'm thinking that nigga got poisoned, man. I'm thinking that nigga got poisoned, family. You heard? That's what I'm thinking. So boom, man. We're gonna keep getting it. We're gonna keep getting it, yo. We're gonna keep getting it though. Yeah. Peace to the family. We're the children of the sun, family. Children of the sun. Hold on, let me pull this up.
I'm concerned final part.
Hold up, family. I'm trying to find this other video. We children of the sun, man. All right, and in these times, family, we getting activated, man. All right, we're receiving light codes from the sun. All right, and this is why these motherfuckers is feeding us poison.
From Congress and consumer
all right,
groups.
this is why the biochemical warfare is at an all-time high, because we are truly getting activated. Okay, we're receiving messages. Listen to this,
the agency
family.
that's supposed to protect your food supply may soon clear the way for meat and milk from cloned animals to make it to your table. Some say without testing it enough. The concern is that the FDA might rush approval and not do the studies that Congress is asking them to do. A Senate source tells CNN the Food and Drug Administration is just days away from declaring meat and milk from cloned animals safe. The FDA wouldn't comment on that on or off camera with us, but did say it is finalizing its own risk assessment. More than a year ago, a draft of that assessment concluded those products are safe. What are the health risks?
We don't actually know, but we know the studies that the FDA has relied on so far can't tell you that. I suspect that it'll probably taste quite similar, but that doesn't mean that there are no changes in the milk and that there are no changes in the meat that we need to be worried about.
In a December 2006 press release, the FDA says their assessment that those meat and dairy products would be safe was peer-reviewed by a group of independent scientific experts.
There's only 3 peer-reviewed studies. The so-called peer review that the FDA did of its own risk assessment, 2 of the 3 people own patents.
They should try to exit me out of that. That's crazy.
No comment from the FDA to that, but a representative for cloning companies says the FDA's done years of very credible testing. As for the nutrition of food from cloned animals,
it gives producers more control over the type of animals that are bred, so that theoretically some producers could have a better tasting, a better quality steak with less fat. So in that sense, it could be more helpful.
But consumer
Okay,
groups
so
have
look,
another
these are what
big
these
that's
demons
supposed
just
to
say. You
protect
heard what
your
the nigga
food
said at
supply.
the end? You heard what the nigga said at the
Supply
end,
may
family?
soon
He
clear
said,
the way,
he said, I think this clone meat has the ability to help us. This is what these people are thinking, all right? Because motherfuckers don't want to put in the work. I wouldn't mind if we got kicked back to how the ancestors was and we all had to till the land and grow our food. Because I feel like within the light codes I'm getting, a lot of us is gonna have to go back to that original way of growing our own food, going out and hunting. Okay, a lot of us we're gonna have to start getting back on that. All right, because I'm telling you now, family, I'm not eating none of this crazy ass food no more. Like, this shit kind of crazy, bro. I'm not eating no 3D printed food. All right. And like I said, they're making it so hard for you to grow organically. You have to go through so many loopholes and just so many laws if you're trying to grow organically. Now, what type of sense does that fucking make? So you're telling me if I go get this GMO seed, you guys won't really fuck with me. But if I just want to take some organic food, organic fruits and vegetables, plant the organic seed, you telling me I could get in trouble for that? You feel me? Farmers are, I'm telling you, family, Monsanto is like gangsters, bro. Like, you got to buy my seed in order to grow anything. Like, this shit getting crazy now. All right, shit getting crazy. Shit getting crazy. Shit getting crazy, yo, for real. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Give me a for instance. I want to know.
Let's keep going.
No, don't be
Okay,
embarrassed.
let's keep going. Now listen, we're gonna talk a little bit about these shapeshifters and shit. All right, these reptilian races, just a little bit. Y'all see what's on y'all screen? These is half breeds. All right, these is half breeds.
Yeah, for instance, I want to know.
I would love to have these experiences.
No, don't be embarrassed. Come on, share. Why not? We have to discuss.
Let's just say I was with somebody once and I saw a transformation that I can't explain.
The person transformed into something other than human.
Yes, I saw it.
Were you on drugs?
I was not. It was totally simple.
Wow.
You were talking. I'm asking you some questions. If you were talking to someone,
Yes.
you're having a conversation like we are now, this close, and the person suddenly, not in a hallucination, they said to you, "Look, something's going to happen here. I'm going to morph into something else," and you're like, "This is ridiculous."
That's not how it happened.
Give me it, please. I want to see this.
Imagine you're doing something and suddenly you turn around and there's somebody else standing there.
A different human.
Sort of. It's hard to explain without going into detail. I'd rather not go into detail.
All right, now after this, we're gonna play another
What you
story.
just do here, that's
Yes,
you.
and they acknowledged it.
And what did they say they were? From another planet?
They wouldn't explain.
Why not?
Again, without telling us, it's a really messed up story.
Famous person?
No.
Good.
Well, wait a minute.
By the way,
Why is that
you hear what
good?
he said?
why don't you put him on wrestling?
Believe it or not, they're actually a voting member of the Rock and Roll. Yeah.
Is that true? It's Jan Wenner, isn't it?
But when you say they transformed into someone else or something else,
I've had that
I'm
happen.
being vague on purpose.
I was with a woman once. She took her makeup off. I didn't know who she was. I'm telling you, she totally tricked me.
All right, so with that said, okay, I played that.
Give me
I played that real quick to play this next shit real quick,
give me
right?
a friend.
Now, this next shit I'm gonna play, right, is one of Tupac's mans when they was in a club, and they were picking up some shorties and shit. And Tupac's friend said that one of the shorties shapeshifted into like some demon type succubus shit. All right, I'm gonna play it. Okay, and this is just an indication letting you know, like, watch how you moving out here because there's humanoids. Okay, they may mask themselves as humans, but beyond that physical form is something else. Okay, this is the ability that the reptilians have. They have the ability to vibrate at a certain frequency, so you think you're looking at a human, but beyond that frequency is actually a reptilian. This is one of their powers they have. All right, this is one of their powers. This is why in the movie They Lived, dude got the magical glasses and he was able to see which people were these humanoids and shit like that, these interdimensional beings masking themselves as humans and shit. You feel me? So and him having his glasses is symbolic to a lot of us, you know, tapping in. How we tapping in these times. We're not gonna need no glasses. We just gonna be able to feel energy. You feel me? Some of y'all gonna be able to see like, oh wait, hold on, my nigga, that's a half breed, right? Nigga, that's a reptilian right there. Nigga, that bitch right there. Like, you feel me? So this next shit I'm about to play is kind of deep. Y'all listen to this, man. All right, y'all listen to this. Hold up 1 second. Let me find this shit. Hold up. All right, hold up. I'm trying to find this shit right now. Hold up here. Hold up. They might have got rid of the video, y'all. See? That shit crazy. I was about to say, because when I was listening to this shit, I'm like, this shit crazy. Let me see, y'all. Yeah, I think they got rid of the video, y'all. They took that shit down. Wow. That's crazy. If any of y'all can find that, let me know, man. Share that shit on, comment on this video if you can find the video of Tupac's friend. You know, he an old black dude talking about how he seen a succubus in a club. Like, he was saying how he was seeing it through the peripheral. Like, it was in the form of a beautiful woman. All right? It was in the form of a beautiful woman. He said that they was macking all night. They had groups of girls all around them and shit like that. And next thing you know, there was like 4 chicks that came in and all black. And he was like, yo, they was the baddest chicks they ever seen. And mind you, he was chilling with Pac. So Pac seen them too, like, oh shit, these bitches is the baddest ever. You feel me? So they took him to some VIP area, and he said that when he turned his back to the girls and he like slightly started looking back at him within his peripheral, he could see the girl like shape-shifting and her face did some crazy shit. And he said that he thought he was just bugging her high, so he was trying to wait it out. Like, wait, hold up, am I bugging? So he said he went to go look back at Pac to talk to Pac and shit, and he said the same thing happened through his peripheral vision. He could see this bitch's face doing some crazy shit. You feel me? So he said he grabbed Pac and they got up out of there. You feel me? And supposedly he told Pac about it. But listen, this is what niggas battle, bro. Especially niggas who try and break the oath. Especially for all my chosen ones who's chosen one. And you may get famous, nigga. You may be in the industry. Then you realize, wait, hold up. I'm not a part of this shit. Okay, hold on. You feel me? You sign certain things. And you may not have had to go through no crazy ass rituals. But eventually, you feel me? Eventually, you got to do certain things. Look at what Young Thug and Gunna's going through. All right? Look at what Young Thug and Gunna's going through. All right? Let's speak about this a little bit, okay? Hold on, let me go back a little bit. Let me pull this back. Let's speak about the Gunna and Young Thug situation. You feel me? So when it comes to this RICO law shit, right? You gotta realize this shit is all type sacrifice type shit. In a way, all this shit. pull this up. So boom, we look at it, right? And we even if we break this shit down a little more, you know. Hold up, let me get some water, yo, before we talk about this, because I got a lot of things to talk about this situation. Wow. So like when we look at this rap shit, right? You got a lot of nice motherfuckers that's not famous. You feel me? You got a lot of niggas that's not famous, right? So you got to think about it. Why are certain niggas picked out of mad motherfuckers who super nice? Like I know mad niggas right now. Like my niggas, like even me in a way, niggas is nice. Like if you truly think about it, like why isn't it that why is it that there are certain rappers that they choose and highlight and push? You feel me? It's to the point where it's like, damn, this nigga ain't even that nice. Like, what the fuck? And I'm not really like, yeah, I like Young Thug a little bit in a way. You know, I'm not gonna say it, but they're like, there's certain songs that I fuck with Young Thug. You feel me? But it's like I know niggas down the block that's better than Young Thug. You feel me? And it's like, why is it that niggas gotta do shit like this in these times? What is this shit on your screen? I know y'all remember this album. What was this? The Jeffrey album? The Jeffrey album, right? Where homie dressed in a whole damn dress. So it's like, what is this? Is this the ritual type shit? Like, yo, listen, man. If you want us to push your shit, you gotta throw on a purse, my nigga, and put a dress on, bro. And this some real shit. This some real shit right here. Look at what's on your screen, family. This some real shit right here, though. Why is it that they feminize niggas now? If you think about it, 20 years ago, rap was masculine. All right, rap was masculine, family. Now in these times, it's like they're feeding us certain foods. Okay, niggas is drinking mad tap water in these generic ass waters, feminizing your ass, calcifying your pituitary gland, right? They still putting strict laws on niggas, and you got to think about what they did to the Jews. The first thing that the Germans did to the Jews was have them mask up, and then it was you got to go inside at a certain time. You feel me? And then there was a long period where shit got normal, and then it was harder. The next time they did certain shit, it was like, okay, you got to come to these concentration camps, FEMA, all right, shit like this, bro. So it's like, and all this shit ties into this type of shit. Like, come on, bro. They got niggas sacrificing and doing rituals right within what we could see. You feel me? So when we talk about this whole Young Thug and Gunna situation, all right, this is just, I truly feel like the elite that are like, y'all niggas ain't did no sacrifices lately. We need something from y'all. And when artists get to a certain point or a certain level, they feel like they don't need, you feel me? Like, yo, listen, I already got millions of niggas, fucking with me. I don't need the industry. That's how niggas be thinking. You feel me? That's how niggas think. So it's like after that happens and you're already intertwined with the motherfucking industry, you already signed your spirit. You got your contracts and shit with these niggas, right? They do certain things. They'll come lock you up, put certain charges on you, right? So ironically, I truly feel like Young Thug and Gunna is gonna be coming home soon because there was something that happened with Little Keen. What's his name? That Little Keen nigga who just died. I truly feel like that was some crazy shit that happened, and maybe that was Gunna and Young Thug, putting certain energy on it, trying to get out of the situation at the end with these high up elites and shit like that. With these high up elites and shit like that, right? Y'all know who I'm talking about. That one little nigga. So who's to say that these niggas this wasn't their requirement that they had to, you feel me? Like, yo, we need blood or something. This shit real, family. Y'all just think a nigga talking. This shit some real shit. The industry is a little weird, man. The industry is a little weird. All right, so let's get back to this knowledge though. Hold up. I want to play a couple more things for y'all. All right, I want to play a couple more things for y'all. Y'all, what y'all saying in the chat? Somebody said, oh, damn, I all right, I can see our messages now. Let's get it. Somebody said, let me go back to this real quick. Details a crazy story about a woman's face morph. Nah, that shit. Smooth B. Oh yeah, there you go. Smooth B. Yup. That's the story. Smooth B. Right? That shit crazy. I could pull it up and we can listen to it together if y'all want to. I kind of just told y'all, but it's just crazy when you hear him talk about it. Somebody said they pick because they're born into it. Yup, that's a fact. You think so? You know, all this shit kind of it could be planned from when you're born, but I think some people just get through the industry and they they just get there on their talents, and these people are blackballed or looked at crazy, like less than. So somebody I truly feel like who snuck into the industry and is doing well is Soldier Boy, right? And you can see how they do Soldier Boy in these times, though. Look at how they do Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy came with a little game, nigga. He got Apple about to buy his shit. You feel me? And like I feel like he was somebody who just crept in, bro. This is why other rappers don't really like Soldier Boy like that. But like, regardless of what you may see, Soldier Boy is, you feel me? They blackball that nigga. But nigga's a grinder. You feel me? He's out here trying to do what he do. Yeah, they all, it's deep. They are. And Little Keed, how you say his name? Little Keed. That shit crazy how he ironically just dips out, and he's a part of that whole YSL shit. You feel me? So this should be real, family. These entities and these high ups, if you're intertwined with them and you make millions of dollars from them pushing your shit, you are forever like energetically entangled with them. You feel me? So this is what it is. Niggas be trying to just do their own thing, and this is when shit happens to people, bro. Is when you're like, yo, fuck that. I could do this shit on my own. And you got to think about it. A lot of our brothers is naturally just tapped into their ego. Niggas got God complexes. You feel me? So shit deep, man. Shit deep, yo. Let's keep going on. We're gonna keep going, man. We're gonna keep going on this knowledge. So that's how it works in a nutshell, man. And I don't know if you guys caught the last couple videos that we talked about, that I talked about. I was talking about how in the whole universe, right? Let me pull this up. In the whole universe, trees are the most valuable, right? And why I say that is because trees give life. And I kind of wanted to build on this a little bit more. If we look at the whole universe, you feel me? It's known that on certain planets it rains diamonds, family. Okay, other planets is everything is gold and shit like that. So like I said, out of the whole universe, this is why these beings come here, because they say it's the center of the universe. And the reason why it's the center of the universe is because we have these divine species of trees on this realm, and trees give oxygen. All right. There's tons and tons of movies how they show people, trying to save like one plant. All right. I talked about Wally in the video, how in the movie Wally, that anime, how Wally's whole design was to find a plant, find some type of tree or life form. All right, because humanity destroyed the whole earth realm, so they needed a fucking tree to try to start They needed one tree to try to start the whole civilization again. There's tons of movies about how you got beings that come from other universes just to come here and get one fucking plant or something like that. This is how valuable trees are, not to mention how trees is the biggest life form on this whole physical realm, family, especially the northern hemisphere, America. You have the whole tree systems that are connected with their roots. So they all communicate. Why do you think I have a picture? My profile picture is me hugging a tree. When you really start to tap in, you'll realize that trees have mad energy. All right, trees have mad energy, and like I said, these trees are more valuable than anything in this whole universe, family, because they give us oxygen. They give us oxygen. Without a tree, we will not be able to sustain. And ironically, Earth is the only place that grows trees. All right, deep information, family. I'm trying to tell y'all deep information. Next time you in nature, really tap in, connect with these divine trees. You feel me? Divine trees. I might go somewhere next weekend for my birthday. It's a little surprise. I might have some content for y'all. I'm thinking about going to the Georgia Guidestones. All right, Georgia Guidestones. We have to go check that out. We about to go check it out. And you already know I'm going to do a live, do videos of that shit and all that. The chosen ones need to see that. That's what I'm doing. Look at these, man. Trees have the ability to communicate. All right? Shit real, man. Like I said, we jumping around with the knowledge tonight, man. We jumping around, y'all. We jumping around. Spiritual Ascension conversation tonight. Spiritual Ascension. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so boom. This is deep too. You got Nancy Stifford, right? She was just murdered for exposing a whole pedophilia ring.
Tonight,
Listen
GBI
to this.
crime scene investigators are at her Northeast Georgia home.
Department of Child Protective Services
Listen
has
to this,
become
family.
a protected
This the shit they don't
empire.
want us
They're
talking
searching
about.
for clues that might tell them
It's built on taking children and separating families.
what led to the sudden and violent deaths of Miss Schaefer and her husband.
The family is going to have to be destroyed in order for the
So Shorty, she was in the government talking that real knowledge, and they got rid of her.
children are being taken away from their parents in a ruthless kind of behavior.
How do you pay Child Protective Services? It may be only
See, this is deep. They don't want us talking about this shit. This live might get deleted. I can't even hold you. This shit might get deleted.
Former State Senator Nancy Schaefer and her husband Bruce were found dead today.
I'm convinced without a shadow of a doubt that the parents across this country need to be warned of the dangers of the Child Protective Services.
Listen to this, family.
Tonight, GBI crime scene investigators are at her Northeast Georgia home.
Department of Child Protective Services has become a protected empire.
They're searching for clues that might tell them
It's built on taking children and separating families.
what led to the
I'm trying to tell you, family. I'm trying to tell you. This some real shit. This some real shit, family. Stay ready. You never got to get ready, man. We're living in the Great Reset, family. We're living in the Great Reset. Get in tune, family. Get in tune with your survival skills. You feel me? Get in tune, family. Get in tune with identifying some of the edible plants around you. Get in tune. Get in tune, family.
Project
All right, let's get it. Let's
Project
get it.
Bluebeam was said to have 4 steps. Step 1 was the breakdown of all archaeological knowledge to set the stage. This stage involves staging earthquakes at various locations around the world, and at all their locations, planting evidence that would prove all other major religions wrong. According to Monast, this falsification already began with the films Space Odyssey, Star Trek, Star Wars, and E.T., which the ideas of space invasions. Even said the film Jurassic Park was created as a way to push the theory of evolution. Step 2 is the most widely talked about part of the theory. In this stage, holographic lasers will be used to beam projections in the sky all over the world of whatever god is most predominant in that area. The god will announce themselves, speaking every language, and then at the end of their performance, every god will come together as one. Project Bluebeam.
You hear this shit, family? Project
Step
Bluebeam,
1 was the
family.
breakdown
All
of
right.
all archaeological.
This is the technology and the shit that they playing with. All right, creating fake ass alien invasions and shit like that. And I had a dream of a divine invasion. I don't know if it was an invasion or just people coming from a universe, but the ancestors in the Most High showed me a crazy dream, y'all, about a month back. You know, so, you know, I also know that these people have technology and the ability to create certain synthetic things in the sky. So this shit is real out here, family. All right. It's known that they might create and put a fake messiah somewhere in a third world country coming down from a hill. All right. This shit real, family. And think about it. If they have that type of power over people, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
I guess drank each other's blood might
Listen, it's the drinking blood ritual.
People are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of
This
Thrones.
is Machine Gun Kelly's girl that took his plate in Transformer.
But yes,
they drink
we do
each other's
consume
blood.
each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason.
Now, what type of shit is that? Think about it, family. Why the fuck would y'all drink each other's blood? Do you do that with your partner, family? Think about it. Think about it. All my normal people out there in the world. Bruh, do you go to your woman and be like, yo, baby, I'm about to prick your finger and drink some of your blood tonight? What type of shit is that? What type of shit is that? Why do you need it? And we know that blood is the life. Blood is the life. So in a way, they're going deep on this shit. That shit deep. Listen to my nigga Cat Williams though. We in.
Tell my people it's time to stop believing bullshit. Just because a motherfucker tell you bullshit with a straight look on their face.
I'm telling you, that's a lot of people, bro.
We too smart.
The shit we talking about tonight, the average person be like, what do you mean, Project Bluebeam, GMO foods, what the fuck? Like, come on, family. Think about it.
Motherfucking ass. Evolution say people came from monkeys. And the question is, why is there still monkeys, you dumb motherfucker, you? Is these the retarded monkeys? They didn't turn into people just yet. Get your stupid ass the fuck out of here. Tell my people it's time to stop believing bullshit.
That's some real shit, though. That's some real ass shit. That's some real shit.
A new world order. A world where the rule of law governs the conduct of nations.
Said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
And how negative or positive it will be will depend on what kind of new world order we really create.
Thus orders the plural.
Nancy
A new
Pelosi.
order for the centuries.
I'm telling you, this is what this is about. A reset.
He's emerging.
Out of it.
This is a reset, a grand reset.
A new world order.
The affirmative task.
These are all high governors saying this shit. Listen,
Is to actually
this is Biden 10 years ago.
a new world order.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
You really need to bring China into the creation of a new world order.
A new world
Shit
order.
crazy. Shit crazy, bro.
Some of us are against the Illuminati. We are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them. Nobody likes them. End quote.
We all love Dave Chappelle.
Exactly. Dave Chappelle has never been a part of the Illuminati. They don't want him or me or people like us. But now it's not necessary for us to store up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
You heard what he said? See? You heard what he said, family? And that's Cat Williams right there. And think about it. They just try to assassinate fucking Dave Chappelle. I feel like that could have been a hit. Because the dude who did that to Dave Chappelle got found with a gun on him and a knife. So, all right. You can tell which entertainers and celebrities in the industry who are in the industry who kind of are against shit. All right, not everybody is with this new world order shit and with this weird ass agenda. Not every entertainer, not every celebrity, not every rapper, not every, you feel me? Maybe like 80% of them. You feel me? But you have your 20%, maybe 10% that's not with it. All right, and they're and some people will say, so why are they still there? It's because the people are keeping them there. You got to think about it. People's energy is very powerful. This is why they throw concerts. This is why they put movies out. This is why we have movie stars and shit, to get the energy from you, family. So if you are supporting somebody, regardless if they're with their agenda or not, they have the ability to go. You feel me? So that's why some people in the industry may not be with that shit, but it'd be the people keeping them there. Like, damn, we demand to see. You feel me, yo? We want to see Dave Chappelle. You feel me? We demand to see. You feel me? Shit like that. Like, yo, I want. So it's the people, man. This is how this is, man. And this is the shit that they don't like either. You feel me? With social media, you got a lot of rising stars, bro. You got a lot of people getting their shit out. You know, y'all go check out the music, man. I'm about to drop this new track soon. You feel me? Go check it out, man. We gotta get this real shit back out, man. For real.
You believe Satan has a kingdom too?
But we're in it. Yeah, he is the prince and power of this world right here. Jesus said that, yeah.
Shit crazy, y'all. Shit crazy. You know, and in these times where we have the fluctuation of the gas and shit like that, I've been telling y'all about the suppressed technology, bro. These motherfuckers we have the ability to run engines off water and air and shit like that. So why are we still using gasoline? Why are we still using gasoline, family? Why are we still using gasoline, y'all? This shit real.
Spending $500 million to some British filmmaking crew or production company to make fake Al Qaeda Taliban videos.
That's a whole nother build right there. Hold up, I want to play a couple more things for y'all, yo. Hold up. It's just some real shit, man. What y'all saying in the chat? Let's see. That's worldwide. Yep, George Bush. Why do you think they have water? Why do you think now that they got the heart machine to create weather and shit like that? Why do you think they're spraying chemtrails, family? Like we gotta really start sitting down again and having these divine conversations. Why would they try to block the sun? Okay, this has nothing to do with the frequency of the sun turning up, because they know about sun cycles. They know about history, okay? They know about history. They know that the sun goes through certain cycles every 2,000 years. So in certain times it'd be warmer than other times. Just within the sun cycles. Okay, we could look it up. I could pull it up. Sun cycles. So they know in these times the sun is due to heat up. This is why Antarctica in one time was a jungle terrain. It was a jungle place. And how do we know that? It's because fossils. All right, we're able to look into the ice and be like, wait, hold up. There was fucking these type of prints here. How was this animal able to sustain here if it's cold? Oh shit, this must tell us that fucking 3,000-4,000 years ago Antarctica was hot as fuck. You feel me? And I truly feel like that was Atlantis up there, right? And this is why Hitler was so obsessed with Antarctica, family, because there's technology up there. All right, I told you about Saddam Hussein finding the Stargates. This is what the war was about. This is what the whole war was about, because Saddam Hussein found technology. Okay, he found some of them portals in those fucking hills, my nigga, in Iraq. And when he found those portals, right, ironically, they started to go to war with the giants and shit around the same time. You feel me? Around the same time, because I feel like the giants already knew about them Stargates and they was probably using them. You know, and then when humans found them, it just turned up. All right, it turned up. This is why we're seeing way more. You know, there's still races. There's still a pocket of giants that are within the earth in some of these cave systems. Okay, there are definitely still giants, and they're actually coming out now. All right, they're coming out, and this is what this war shit is about, bro. I'm the first nigga to say this shit. That's on me, bro. See, yeah, look at the seed bank, and listen, that seed bank, I pulled it up already, bro. You heard C-Dubs? C-Dubs been on my shit for a minute. We talked about that like a month ago, C-Dubs. Remember that? The seed bank. Now, someone would say the seed bank is for if a cat, a crazy ass, something crazy happens, we have seeds to regrow everything, right? But the thing about it is, this seed bank is deeper than what we think. They weren't harvesting the seed bank for Earth. This is for them space cities. This is for the motherfucking space cities, family. This is what these seeds were. They took a lot of the natural seeds and got them shits up out of Earth so they can implement their agenda with the GMO seeds. Like I said, family, it's hard as fuck to get natural seeds now. Even the food that is labeled organic technically is not organic. All right? So this is what this was. This was in the early 2000s. Okay, this was in the early 2000s. This seed bank right here, Antarctica, y'all could go look it up. This shit was crazy, yo. They were collecting mass seeds. I remember this shit. I was a young man. And that was all a great plan to get them seeds up off of Earth into the space cities where they got the natural seeds growing. All right, there are space cities in the 3rd and 4th level of heaven, family. This is what these people are building. All right, they're gonna pollute this Earth realm and then try to escape this Earth realm. This shit's some real shit, man. Let's keep going with this though. Yeah, I ain't had no problems with no Titans either. You feel me? That's why they're in the inner Earth. They don't fuck with us. We don't fuck with them. This is why you're not supposed to be going in certain caves and shit like that. You're not supposed to be going everywhere within the Earth because that's them over there. You feel me? Even the forest. This is why when certain people claim to see cryptids and Bigfoot and shit, that's usually when you're in their territory. You're going too far, bro. You building your one house out there in the middle of nowhere. You feel me? I told you guys. The forest creatures had a patent with man thousands of years ago, right? And the patent was, and they depicted it in the Lord of the Rings, right? Where man were supposed to stay in the cities and the valleys, okay? We're supposed to build together. And the forest and shit was for the mystical creatures. This is why people see sightings of certain cryptids and weird beings in the forest. You're not really gonna see that shit in the cities and the valleys because the deep woods and shit are for the, you feel me, for these creatures, family. So, like I said, you got people building super off grid and shit like that when that's not, you're not supposed to be doing that like that, bro. You're not supposed to be doing that like that. This is when people get tormented by Bigfoot and shit like that because you're in their area. And that's a fact. All right, let's keep going with this though. Let's keep going with this though.
Of the Western world. And one of those things is we see that Hermes Trismegistus in Greek mythology, they literally took it from Tahuti. It is here that our ancestors had a study from the 42 books of Tahuti, representing science, law, and intelligence, who was represented as the Ibis birds that you saw. We saw those little white birds we saw come over here. So our ancestors looked at nature. We didn't worship the bird. It was an attribute of science, attribute of intelligence. Tahuti writing down the deeds of our life on earth as we lived here. This is where the Western philosophical
everything is being recorded.
Greeks took their concept of Hermes Trismegistus from Tahuti, now called Batu. So we see Judaism took God Canaan, fashioning man out of clay, and called him Jehovah. Notice the God Canaan fashioning man on the potter's wheel out of clay. This is where Judaism took of this to make up their Genesis story with the Sanhedrins around 250 BC. From this relief right here of God fashioning man and woman on the potter's wheel. And they took other concepts of atoms from Heliopolis creation story, or the city of On, to make up their Adam as a man, when actually it was Atom the sun. And we see European Christianity took from the goddess Isis and Horus and made up the European, again, let me express, the European version of Mary and Jesus. copied directly from these Greek beliefs right here. So you got
I told
Greek
y'all.
philosophy, where they took from
I've been telling
Tahuti
y'all.
and called it Hermes Trismegistus. You got the Jehovah Genesis creation story and the Bible, where they took from Canaan, fashioning man on the potter's wheel out of clay, and they turned it into making man out of clay, Adam out of clay. And you also got Christianity right here showing Isis lactating or breastfeeding the holy child Horus, who was born of immaculate conception and virgin birth. 3 concepts just from this one relief. You see, all carved in stone. As you can see the line, one dark, one light, showing where this temple was under the water. Nobody could come back and read this. And that's why over here, if you look against this wall right here, much of it, they try to chisel it all out. But our ancestors wrote endlessly as though one day we would forget our story. One day we would not know who we are. One day that the only thing that we put on our genetic memory bank would be an alien, a conqueror's story. In our mind, our story would not be told. And that's why Justinian in the 6th century AD came in and closed these temples down. Because they were copying Christianity, the theological concepts from African people. We'll get more into that during the lecture when we have the lecture series. I want to even go further to show you, sisters, that y'all safe. You are goddesses. And that's the problem with the brother today. Because they took that concept out of his consciousness. That's why the rap groups around there calling her the bees and stuff. Huh? Okay, now look. Isis holding the Ark of Life. We know what the Ark of Life now is, a symbol of her uterus, right? So here, again, I'll show you, showing where the Holy Child is coming from her womb. See the loop? That's why she holds it, because she wants the first immaculate conception and the first holy birth is going to come from her. So she's holding the Ark for life. Can you see it? Not too much glare there, right? That's why the Europeans with Justinian and the boys Theodosius, they came in, they tried to chisel it out. Couldn't deal with the real immaculate conception.
This is why Napoleon came and knocked the noses off all the statues in Egypt. You feel me? Because they enslaved the people. And so when you erase, and this has nothing to do with racism, family. This is just getting in tune with the correct history. All right. And it's crazy because when we touch on some of these topics, people get, nah, this some real shit, bro. Why do you think Napoleon, out of everything you could do, bro, you distorted the noses of the statues that was over there? Because with the noses, you could tell what type of people, you feel me, they are. And they know that they were enslaving a certain people. So what you do is erase their history so they don't understand how great they were. You feel me? Facts. This is some real shit. What you seeing on your screen right now is the Egyptian alphabet. This is how we can decipher some of those hieroglyphs. Okay, this is how we can decipher some of these Egyptian hieroglyphs, right? Now, if you look at some of these, naturally, when I came onto this earth realm, I was already kind of like, when I got into school and shit like that, they labeled me with what is it, dyslexia. Okay, so I seen words as like symbols. It's deep, family, as I was a kid. All right, this is how I was able to read and shit like that. As I was, instead of like reading the word, I would memorize the word. You feel me? Like it was just one. So this is how I kind of learned the American language and shit like that, was just looking at the whole word as one. All right. And so as I get older and tap into this knowledge, I'm like, damn, why was I like that as a kid? And it's because, damn, the ancestors we was using symbols to communicate. We was using symbols to communicate. Family, look on your screen. You should take a screenshot of this. All right. Get familiar with some of these symbols. Okay. And then you being your scholar, you being your own master, right? You can start going on pictures and shit like that. Maybe one day we'll do it and we'll just look at some of the hieroglyphs in Egypt right online. This is the time we living in. Okay, we're literally living in a time of like the movie Jumper, where we're able to just jump into, you feel me, realities due to the screen. This is the metaverse, right? This is what these people are trying to do, but we have already been living in the metaverse. They're just trying to take it beyond. They're trying to create like a spiritual realm metaverse where you got the VR glasses, and then your physical is starting to really merge with the technology and the internet. This is what they're truly creating. All right. So, one day we'll do that though. Let's keep going though. We on it tonight. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? You know what? If anybody want to come up here and chop it up for a minute, I'm gonna share the link. How about that? right? Anybody want to come up here and just add and just chill, listen to the show? Y'all can pull up. All right, hold up. Let me invite. It's a good build though. We on the knowledge, bro. You feel me? That's what I'm about when I come on here, man. We're not on one topic. We jump around, man. All right, here go the link in the chat right now, family. Let me see. Bow. Bow. All right, we're about to keep going.
The sun, I'm saying this in human reference.
Hold up. All right. We talk about the merging of technology, right? This is coming in the end of the year. The Neuralink, all right, the Neuralink, the connection within the body. I feel like, hold on, before I play this, I feel like some of us as chosen ones, we're being monitored also by intelligent beings that we can't even comprehend. You feel me? What they doing? Some of them has already chipped us. These spiritual beings, these interdimensional beings, right? This is why a lot of us have woke up with a little line on our arm. This shit happened to me 2-3 years ago. And then I see other chosen ones online saying the same thing. Like they just woke up one day and they had a little mark on their arm and their shit felt weird. You feel me? I didn't feel anything. I just felt in my, like in that area, it felt weird, yo. Like it was just weird. And ironically, my queen had the mark in the same area in her arm the same night. Everything was crazy. So, you know, like I said, I've heard from a lot of people online that's went through the same thing. Okay, and this has something to do with the merging of humanity with technology. Listen to this, y'all.
As his plan for replacing cash, checks, and credit cards with new personalized 666 barcode system were implemented, peace and order began to be re-established. Now, in tonight's program, our great world leader unveils stage 2 of his plan for the perfect world. The amazing new 666 biochip implant, guaranteeing you physical health and spiritual well-being at the touch of a computer key. Plus the guarantee of lifelong security within the new 666 world order. Watch out for 666.
This shit crazy. I'm telling you, family, that's their plan right there, though. That's their plan, yo. Hold on, let me share my screen. Somebody said, what do you think the best type of water is? Well, I drink this water. It's called pure New Zealand water. You feel me? I drink that. I also like to drink the mountain, what is it? The spring mountain water, the shit that's in a green bottle. I really like that water. And also I get water from like filtration systems and from natural springs. All right. Yeah. It's idea for you to get your water from a natural spring. Idea. You feel me? And in every state they have a natural spring. You just gotta look it up. And that type of water is cheap too. So, you know, and that's how the ancestors drank their water, from natural springs, yo. Just find one in your area and go to it. Seed banks are modern day Noah's arks. Yeah, in a way, but like I said, a lot of the seed banks that they're creating in these times are for some of these space cities that they're building and that are already up there. All right, hold up. Like I said, we're living in the Great Reset. What are you doing to prepare, family? Facts. Let me play one more thing. All right. I'm trying to find this shit. Hold up. Okay, here we go. I got it. All right, I got it. And like I said, in these times too, family, the CGI, what these people is doing to the point like what we're watching, you don't know what people are doing because everything is computerized. You feel me? Everything.
Bob, how important is the ganja
All right.
to arrest the man?
Ganja is a bird. This is herb.
Does it matter to you that it's still against the law here in Jamaica?
Every law is illegal.
Every law is illegal.
Every government upon the face of this earth today is illegal.
Word.